when you bring me up as Black Rock Dave. Because now I'll bring you up as David. I was like, what do you even ask you? I was like, what do you?
Hold on a second. Whoa. Was this girl white?
Yeah. And when
Canadian.
and she brought me up.
Gotcha.
She brought
That was a
me
Chinese accent he was doing. Well, let me tell you something. I haven't watched one. Okay, I'm a lifelong Knicks fan like you. So let's get something straight. This is the first season I haven't watched any playoffs games. And somebody told me, don't watch the game because you'll jinx it. You know what's the last one I watched?
What?
Guess which one? When they lost to the Hawks.
That don't mean nothing.
And since then, they won every one. So I control the narrative.
Okay, you and Stephen
You
A.
don't
Smith.
watch the games.
You and Stephen A. Smith.
Somebody told me, they're like, don't watch. You're going to jinx it.
Stephen A. Smith is taking credit because he lit a fire. He lit a fire under Mikal Bridges. Man, get out of here.
Did you realize how arrogant it is to what I just said?
Yeah, but,
I'm like,
you know,
one
a lot of
fat
fans
Eastern
do that.
European thinks he controls the Knicks' destiny.
It ain't got nothing to being used
I
to.
know. I don't believe that shit.
But I mean, I watched them, and I said before the playoffs start, we had our guest, Danny was here, and we said,
You're looking very David Tell-like today.
You know what? I get that, and I get he was just on Kill Tony. The what's his name? With no money, with his wife does the podcast with his wife.
Oh, Tom Segura?
Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot
You
too.
get Tom. You do.
Tom Segura. I prefer David Tell.
well,
Good?
Yeah,
Nice.
Hey, before if you go back to a couple episodes, I said the Knicks play their potential offensively and defensively stand a chance. And here we are, June 4th.
They are now tied for the second most all-time playoff wins in a row.
Yeah.
And ironically, they're tied with the Spurs from the last time they lost to them in 1999. Did you know that that's when the Spurs had their 12-game run? I looked it up. Isn't that ironic? So Spurs basically beat them in 1999 and had 12 straight wins to do it.
But it was
And now Knicks are 12 straight wins, up one game against that team that did that 27 years ago. What a weird statistic,
yeah,
though,
but
right?
I don't give that too much credence because
It doesn't matter
No.
what I say. A Caribbean has to be like,
No, that's not
man,
it.
let me tell you something.
50-game
You're
season
wrong,
it was.
man.
It was a 50-game season.
You're wrong, man.
That's what it was, and Patrick Ewing was hurt. But anyway,
You could be like this with a Caribbean person. It's raining really hard outside. Is it, man? Is it really raining? Or is God just crying? I don't know.
Whenever I got feel down,
They're built to argue, Caribbeans. They're like, that's why me and Dave get along. Eastern European, Caribbean, we're built to argue.
yeah, he's like, oh, it's raining out there. Don't worry about it. So what? It's little rain. You have some way to go. You're not homeless, you know? Thank your lucky star. Go outside.
Man, you a sports fan? Not really?
Oh, wow.
I was. I played baseball.
Paging Henrik Urena. Paging Henrik
Did you play baseball,
Urena.
really?
Yeah.
Where'd you play? What position?
They had me at first catcher.
I was going to say catcher, too.
You got catcher body.
Right.
Yeah.
Catcher body?
Yeah, catcher, just like, you know.
body.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you know what to
I'll
do.
never forget this. There was this fat kid. He was a pitcher. He was throwing so hard. I was catching him dead in the palm. And he hit he went to bat one time, and this kid hit him. He was a pitcher. He hit him. He said, wait till I get on the mound. Wait till I get on the mound.
Oh.
He got on. He pegged him so hard when he got back on the mound.
What? He what him?
He pegged him.
Pegged him.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
That's some old slang.
Hey, yo.
He hit him very hard.
We know who watches porn in here.
Gay porn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So you played baseball? That's cool, man.
Yeah. It's
Well-
bad luck when I watch.
How was the AutoZone league you played for? Since
AutoZone.
you're one of the managers of the district AutoZones, tell us if you're here, who's managing
We're in the
the
Western
Stanford
branch.
AutoZone right now?
We're about 0-5 right now.
In Bridgeport. But before we go any further,
You look like you left the AutoZone, and when you left, you just took the chain outside. You're like, all right, I'm done with work.
It keeps pulling the hair on my chest. It drives me crazy.
The hair
It's so
on your
annoying. I'm like,
we
ugh.
pause on the roasting of our guest, please. Let's
All
introduce
right.
him. Oh, man. Today, welcome to the pod, comedian Andrew
you.
Alfredo, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Welcome to the
Appreciate
Double
you.
Sugar Podcast.
Did you get coverage for the Italian deli? Nobody's running right now.
You know,
All right, God damn
got
it.
Jimmy Batts there. You know, he holding it down.
He's on the phone. I ran out of locks. You guys, I need more locks. Awesome. Well, welcome, brother.
Stir
Welcome,
the gravy.
Welcome.
Eduardo.
Welcome.
Quarto. Don't be nervous, man. Relax. It's cool. You good.
I like how God threw everything at me on the way here. Traffic, car
You
accidents.
always like that. Yeah.
Here's a headache.
Oh, that's
here.
God's
It's all
fault.
good
Okay.
stuff, man.
Wow. Oof.
Are you a Connecticut
I'm
native?
going to your church.
Yeah.
How long you lived there?
You're doxing me right now, so about 83.
Really?
83, yeah.
Connecticut, man. All right.
You're not missing anything out. You're not missing anything.
I think we talked about this on the last podcast with the last guest, that Connecticut is like a transitory drive-through
Yes,
state,
we did.
Pretty much. It feels like a giant highway, which they've been referring to.
right? Like if you built a city along a highway.
Yeah.
We got back-to-back Connecticut comics on the show, man.
Who was the last one?
Just Zoo.
Yeah, Shoe.
Yeah, Jess. We had
Just Shoe, but I call it just Zoo
Zoo.
because of the X, you see. But it's Shoe.
All right, man.
Whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. But welcome, man. Again, welcome, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So we go back a few years. We met at a couple of open mics. Even did some shows together. Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We met at the Davino's mic, right?
I
Tim
remember.
Deary, who was our first guest here, Tim Deary.
I remember you guys at B-side when B-side was a thing.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
I can't remember that you had this one joke. I forgot what it was, but how I remember you were sitting down. I didn't see you perform because I was too busy. I bombed, so I was too busy worrying about that, like an idiot.
Open mic.
So I remember you did a joke. You're like, my coworker said to me, for a big guy, you're pretty fun. You're like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Pretty smart for a big
smart,
guy.
Yeah.
Smart.
Smart for.
Oh, it's
big
like
guy.
I call it the backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's a real backhanded compliment? Black people get him. I've done it. I've done it when I was a kid. I've done it. I've been like this. Two white guys talking. This is a backhanded compliment. A backhanded racist compliment between two white guys. Ready? Two white guys talking. I know this guy, David, black guy. Really nice for a black guy. Real smart. Nice for a black guy. And then I had a friend one time. I told that to. He's like, "Why? He shouldn't be."
Yeah.
Should he just what? No, he should be like robbing people. Like it's such a backhanded thing you're going to say. It's like kind of like saying like
He went back in his notes and go, hold on, that doesn't make sense.
for an Asian person you can't do math. Interesting. All right.
It's the funniest when they don't realize it. We're at a VFW doing a mic yesterday. So Fonny, he ordered a chicken sandwich. The guy gave it to him, right? And said, Fonny was like, make another chicken sandwich. The guy walks to the back, opens the door. He goes, hey, the Indian guy wants another one. It's like, Jesus Christ. He said in front of everybody.
What was he?
He had a clearly American homegrown, white guy.
But that's the thing you do in Queens, right? In Brooklyn too. Growing up, we're from the '80s, dude. You just go like this. Who's coming over? Yeah, the Indian dude, Indian Jeff, Puerto Rican Joe. You like describe everybody by the nationality and their name.
Like Russian Alex is coming.
Or if you're saying I was talking to a guy and he said something, so I was talking to this Indian guy today and he told me, and that was like a normal thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't
No
knock it.
malice behind it.
Because I got like 6 Daves in my phone. I got Black Rock Dave. I got Big Head Dave. I got Puerto Rican Dave. So that's only because I gotta go which Dave it is.
Okay, the Knicks.
Ironically,
He's
they're
like
all-
the Knicks. I got Jewish Dave.
How many are there? How many Daves in your phone?
I got like 6 Daves.
You got 2 Jewish guys. You got Jew 1 and
Yeah.
Jew 2.
I got Uncle
It's
Dave.
horrible. That's a horrible thing to do, man.
I got Uncle
You
Dave.
may be more than one of them. You may be like 3 of them.
Oh,
man.
right. So we were just talking about, hey, man, the Knicks in the finals. Game 1 is in the books. Fredo's not a basketball fan. I feel
I'm
kinda
not a
cheated.
hater. I heard there was a lot of traveling last night.
Jeez.
Is that true?
A lot of what?
Traveling. That's what I heard at work today.
I mean, it's normal.
Everybody's showing that slow motion Jalen Brunson fadeaway.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one?
Yeah.
With 6 seconds left, and then one guy goes, "There's at least 5 fouls." No, there wasn't. There wasn't one foul in that fadeaway.
Not on that shot, but there's a spot where
It was just a light touching.
right.
That's
but it-
that's allowed.
There's one where Wemby actually pushed Landry Shamet. He was like, "Hold on, wait,
I
what?
didn't call it.
No,
Wait, did a fan run out and try to take a picture that
not
they stopped?
try. Yes, he did.
You see that
On
one?
Court.
No,
Dude, this
shit is bizarre.
little Asian dude, was he Asian?
No,
No? Hold on.
One of
He
these.
was Hispanic guy?
he looks like I don't know.
I'm White Walker, so I blend.
No, he's you're like you should get into a TV or film because you could be cast in Italian or any Hispanic,
I
which
think
is like half the world.
I think I had a better chance in my 20s. Now I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little light on top, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
You
but
know, it gives you away your accent.
Oh, because it's
You
more
got-
of a North New England style accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northern
An Italian guy wouldn't talk like that.
Yeah,
I
Northern.
need
All
a
right,
lot of
this
these,
guy's-
right?
This guy's dad may have been Italian, but his mom was certainly not.
Yeah, yeah.
There's somewhere I got it
Is that-
somewhere in my
like-
bloodline. I got Italian in it.
Who's Italian? Your mom or dad?
My father. Well, he's somewhere. And one of the colonists came to PR, and they spread their seed. That's what happened. It was
Gotcha.
one of Columbus's henchmen came, and he just.
Yeah. But no, he did. He went
Ran
on.
out
The
and
court.
took a picture
I
with
was.
Wembyama.
Yeah,
So it's this
and Miss
fan that's like a
Robinson.
normal size.
I didn't get it. How the hell did he get on the
He
court?
tried to do a selfie with Wembyama behind him.
Yeah.
And he's like 7'6", and this guy's like 5'8".
So, some of the shoulders?
He looks so freakishly huge, right?
But it's not even that. The fact that he actually got on the freaking court
Yeah.
in the middle of a game, and then also too, because
That's
there's
not hard to do, though, is it? It's not
there's
blocked
pictures.
off.
There's pictures. There's pictures. Look at it. There's pictures. Surrounding his stuff. Look at that shit. Look at that.
He's got every kid's haircut right now. Notice that? That stupid broccoli cut.
The fuck boy haircut?
Yeah. Half the kids in my son's high school had that.
Yeah, I see a lot of people with that.
My son just graduated high school yesterday.
Oh man,
technically.
congratulations.
He finished all his stuff. He's got graduation coming up. He is done with school. We got the email yesterday from the teacher.
Nice.
Like, your son does not have to come to school tomorrow. He finished his final project. Dude, it was like somebody took Mount Everest off my shoulders.
Yeah.
There's gonna
You
be
don't have kids, but if you ever have kids,
he's gonna be in your face now all the
my
time.
God, dude, with boys, this is every other day, like the last 2 years, it was just trying to get him to finish work or, not cut class. Teacher email me, what is this project? Oh my God, it's due tomorrow. Like that, just the stress. You never felt that with your daughter though, right?
I mean, she
She put stuff up. Yeah, she
no, she was.
procrastinated.
Yeah. I mean, she got that from me because I did that. But but she finished. She finished.
Yeah, but it's stressful when I'm talking about, right? It's like
I mean,
worry if he's gonna graduate.
yeah.
He's a smart. My son's like one of those really smart kids who doesn't have to study, but because of that, he puts everything off to the last second.
Yeah.
He's so
Gives
smart.
minimal effort because he's
My
smart.
daughter is
Yeah.
if she doesn't find it interesting, then she gets bored and she zones out. If it's interesting and it's engaging, she's in. But if it's not interesting to her,
She don't put no. She's not gonna waste the energy, right? Yeah.
she sit in class and be like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's crazy.
but, that's why it's really important to, find what your kids are good at, and so you could steer them to. You know what I mean?
Was it easy for you? Like for her, did she give you something to show that her interest, whatever it was?
Well, honestly, when she was in the lower schools, what do you call them here? Middle school, yeah. She actually showed an interest in acting. Believe it or
Yeah.
not. She was like really little.
Like you, no?
Yeah, but she's little, right? She's tiny, and I remember the teacher was like, "You should get her into acting." She's like the smallest one. She got the loudest voice by far. But then COVID happened, and I think, especially for her being an only child too, she just, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, COVID ruined a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, COVID ruined some graduations, college, high school, a lot of stuff. COVID ruined.
You got any kids?
No,
All right, I think I'm gonna ask you. No sperm clinic kids?
no.
Nothing. Nobody.
I
here?
didn't get
Just
that
me?
broke. I didn't get
Nobody
that.
makes $50 on a Thursday night.
Oh, Supreme Clinic.
There is
Oh,
a
my
laboratory
God.
near my house that people do testing for soaps and stuff just to get paid. I was like,
So we're gonna ask the question:
Yeah.
Who is Andrew Alfredo? Tell the
I'm still
Tell
trying to figure it out.
tell our 13 listeners
who
and a
is
goat.
Andrew.
One guy with a goat.
A
Tell him who is.
comedian, stressor, overthinker,
Oh, yeah.
food
Producer.
lover, cooker.
Of comedy.
Yeah, I put on little shows. I'm just some guy that put shows on.
Producer. That's what it's called, Andrew. A
That's what it's called,
producer.
producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's like stressor. You did. Actually, everybody here did it now, right? The Comedy Social NYC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did it in
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod. You did
Dan
it in
Madonia, who did it,
Yeah.
put it together. He just posted on his something on social that he's opening for somebody big.
Yeah.
Who is it? Somebody.
Leah.
See that?
I
Leah.
did see it.
Leah Ray or something. Her name is
Who?
Leah Ray Ria Lea, something like that.
Lana Rhodes, the porn star?
No.
Lana
Hey,
Rhodes.
Terrence, can you pull that up? I
don't wanna be rude and pull it up on my
She's
phone.
Ria.
But we were talking about height and Wemby with that fan.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him what just happened in the bathroom between us when we were in the bathroom just
Yeah, so he's too big for the bathroom.
changing in the
stall.
stall.
Boom. Comedian Ria.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's really fun.
Caroline Ria. Yeah. I believe that is it.
So I was changing in the bathroom, and
I saw his eye. All you see is above his nose.
in the
His nose
stall.
and above.
Yeah, you saw my head. So you could see like my neck, right? Pretty much. It just looked like a head. And you remember I was talking about my giant Romanian friend, Radu?
Yeah.
7 foot tall.
Yeah.
So I used to go to bath. I was in the bathroom. I used to work with a guy. He was a 7 foot tall Romanian guy. To be specific, 6'11". Huge, built like LeBron James, but like literally not. How do I say this? Oh God, he's probably not listening. I didn't give his last name. Dumb as a fucking stump. Just.
Do you have a bit
I don't
about
think
this?
he was dumb. He just came off dumb.
Do you have a bit like this?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I haven't started.
All right.
I should, right?
I've heard a bit, but I don't know if it's the same.
I haven't done it. I may have tried it in one open mic. You weren't there.
Maybe Jack's mic, probably.
Maybe. Yeah, you were there. I did talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't pursue it. I didn't really sit down and flesh it out and write it out. But not to be funny. Well, to be funny, but not. This is not about the bit. I used to work with him as a bouncer, and one time I went to the stall. I know, like my head was like the stalls were a little higher, so my head like it's kind of like see over the stall, but it was like a high stall. And all of a sudden, I just see his shoulders. I saw his goddamn and he's just looking down. Dude, imagine being in a stall and he could see your penis. Like, that's how high he was. He could look over and he could see you taking a... Dude, he had like a bird's eye view of somebody else. Imagine it being that big.
You're not circumcised. Why?
So, you know what it looked like? It looked like if I or you stood on top of the toilet bowl and pretended to pee, we could see like probably like your upper body.
Jeez.
That was him in the bath. That's how big it is.
I wonder if he thinks about that, like at night when he's in bed. Does he think about it? Like, how many dicks did I see today?
You mean dude, his feet could probably touch the floor at the end of the bed.
when he sits in the car, is he like this?
So
Like,
then he's six.
Yeah,
He's
he looked
6'11".
like he was he would lean the seat all the way back and look like he was in the back seat.
So he's 6'11". So imagine what Wembanyama looks like,
Bro.
7 foot freaking.
I bet you.
They get like custom cars and stuff.
I bet
Of
you his
course.
hands are like that big.
Yeah. You see, the thing about it though is that he's light. You know, and I heard he said today after he's like, I'm not worried too much about. Oh yeah, you're not worried too much. Okay, cool, Frenchie. You're not worried too much. All right, cool.
No, he's like, do you know what he weighs? I think he's like
slinky.
he's 7'6", dude. So give you perspective, I'm 6'6". It's a foot taller than me.
But you know, it keeps changing. Some say 7'4", some say 7'5", some say, I think he's like 7'5", 7'4", 7'5".
How does it feel to have somebody taller?
He's 3 disappointing penises taller than me. Do you realize that? That's freaking tall. What were you gonna
Never
say?
looked at
How
it
does
like
it feel?
How does it feel to have somebody bigger than you? Like,
So here's the thing. I've never been around people that big. So when you're around somebody that big, my size, it's the first time it brings me back to like reality. Like I'll be standing next to him, and nobody's looking at me. I'm like short. I'm so short compared to him that like we would go to like places together, and everybody would just be like looking at this guy. And I could be like naked, nobody would even look over at me. They're looking at the huge 7 foot tall freak.
hey, they're big guys. Like, he's this.
So he gets a lot of attention. And also, like, when he gets really close, I'm like, dude, you're getting close. It's making me feel weird. He's like on top of me. I feel so little, you know? And I've never felt like that before.
Jeez, not
You know
even.
what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Like, that makes you feel like, holy crap.
Alex went up to me, he said, "Pick me
Right.
Yay!
He's like, wee.
Nice.
Well, he's not that big, but
Nice,
you know what, though?
nice.
I kind of feel for, like, short people now, thinking like that. Like, it makes me think, like, that's what short people go through every day with, like, a tall guy next to him, right? They feel...
Yeah, but their feet dangle on the toilet, not his feet. You know,
No,
like
I
their
know.
feet go like this.
His feet dangle out the
I
bus or the train or something shit.
No, I'm talking about, like, short people next to the really big... Like,
Right,
if
right,
I
right.
approach 10 people that are really short today, they must have felt like, you know, I'm, like, huge.
You stare at your belly button, or is it more like the nipple line when they stare at you, like short people?
I would the short people to me,
Yeah, how about like at your job? The short people at your job,
I work with, like, a bunch of short women.
they're like, how low are they to you?
Oh,
if you stood
I
up,
work with, like, 3 that are under 5 feet.
Oof.
oh,
3 or 4, yeah.
Filipino?
I just tell them, go back into your Keebler elf tree and make some cookies when they... I do. It's like an ongoing thing.
Filipino?
No. All from all over, actually. Ironically, from like one's Hispanic, one's from Africa, all over. They're just little people. They're cookie makers from a tree.
Jeez.
he looks like Gru who works with a bunch of minions.
But it's good writing comedy because every day I work on a new joke.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I'll be like, you know, if you're here, who's watching Papa Smurf, or like, you know, just whatever, working on short jokes. Makes you like more creative writing, you know.
You don't step on any of them by accident, right? Like, oh shit.
No,
Sorry about that.
I'm like Gulliver. You know Gulliver's
Gulliver's
Travels. You remember Gulliver with
You
the little
fall
tiny-
asleep at work. Hold on, come on.
They're so tiny. I watch them. I'm like, God damn, they're tiny. You know when somebody's so short, they're almost have that. What do little people have? Dwarves, little people.
Dwarfism.
No, but they have the. Terrence, can you look it up? What's a little person? What is that condition called? They almost look like they have that.
Dwarf.
They're that.
Do you?
You ever think about that? Like, at what point are you a little person, or just short?
I think if it's crossed my mind.
Right? There's a threshold
if
where
you're
you're.
3 foot or 2 foot something. This it's called
You ever see
dwarfism.
Simone? Who's that gymnast? Simone? Wait, no.
Simone Biles.
Yeah,
Simone Biles. Do you know how tall she is?
She's 4'11".
Yeah, she's
No,
she's-
no. You're not even. That's tall for what she is.
really.
4'8".
Oh yeah.
Put that into perspective. That's the average height, 4'8". I believe I looked this up once of an 11-year-old or a 10-year-old.
And how old is she? She's in her 20s.
She's a grown.
She might be
grown
30
woman.
now.
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah.
4'8".
Yeah, I mean, one of the baddest gymnasts ever, if not the baddest.
She is. Yeah.
No, she's incredible. She
The
broke
stuff
every
she
record.
does, she's like, ugh. You know, all the Eastern Europeans used to master that. You know, the Czechs, the Polish, the Germans doing.
She's the most decorated single
Yeah.
gymnast
Yeah.
in the. But
She bad for real.
I think still the country that had the most was it USA?
What?
Do you follow gymnastics?
No.
big fan.
I only watched that in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I know all the Eastern European countries excel at it. You know.
Romania.
Yeah,
That's
Romania
Romania.
especially.
Ironically, where Radu was from.
Yeah.
So ironically, the Romanian gymnasts were tiny, and then you got this giant
Big freak.
7 foot tall. So we were at his house one time, and there's a piano, and we were just like, "You gonna play the piano for us?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play Chopin." And he sits down. You know, Chopin was like it's one of the hardest classical piano to play, and he starts playing Chopin.
Is he good at it too?
Amazing.
Mm.
And we were like, "What is happening right now?" You know, somebody this giant shouldn't be this good at that. You know, it's just it's weird. You know.
Hey, big guy.
I
You
mean?
know, he's pretty smart for a big guy.
You're pretty smart for a big guy.
guy, right?
I love that comment. Somebody actually said that to me. You're pretty smart for a big guy.
It's
I
funny
said
'cause
something
it's just-
smart. And they're like, you're pretty smart. Like, what did you expect me? You're like, What did you expect to
That's
say?
how the Herman the Monster. Remember that? Herman
Hey,
the
you
Monster?
guys, like Baby Ruth,
Chunk.
like Chunk.
He's a
How
Goonies
dumb did you
guy.
expect me to be?
Oh god, that's
hilarious.
Yeah, so that's just stuff.
Yo,
What
no
about, like-
socks?
I did ankle socks.
Oh, okay, because I was like, oh, man.
Listen, I got it's laundry day. Okay, I got.
It's like, oh, he's
Working
not.
on
He
what I
went from Puerto Rican to Dominican.
Dominicano, papi.
Socks. I used to work with these guys. With Puerto Ricans would go after the Dominicans and be back and forth. And the first thing we go was like, yeah, you could tell the difference. The Dominicans don't wear socks. I was like, what? But that's just not just true for Dominicans. That's like all islanders, like even English
Don't wear
speaking.
socks?
Yeah, they put sneakers on
socks.
with no socks.
No socks.
Who
I
does?
can't do that.
Dominicans?
That's
Like
what
Islanders, Caribbean?
Yeah, I thought
Why do you
Islanders
do that?
do
Doesn't your foot get sweaty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know
can't
who
do
wears
that.
socks and sandals? Every Korean person. I grew up in Flushing. It's freaking hilarious. I would just see like feet behind a toilet, and it's just like, you know, like you're in the bathroom and you just see like the little thin summer sandals,
Yeah.
full on white socks.
Jeez, it's hilarious.
You hear them
Absolutely
clap.
hilarious.
You hear them slap on their feet when they walk.
Or like the full like the not flip flops, but like sandals.
We had
Yeah.
we had a version of that in the Caribbean called Bata. The company was called Bata, BATA, Bata slippers. Like for us,
Bata slippers.
yeah, that's what the name of the company was, Bata. So for growing up, we didn't have like slides and slippers. Everything was slippers.
First
I
of all,
remember-
slides is a modern term.
Yeah, it's very-
Slides. That's kids thought of that recently.
I remember I walked in, I was like, hey.
flip flops or slippers.
Yeah.
They got Crocs now. That's
I
what
walked
everybody
in. I walked in the store and I was like, "Yeah, let me see the Nike slippers." He's like, "We don't have Nike slippers.
By
We
the
only
way-
have slide." I was like, "You know what I'm saying?"
Drives me fucking bananas.
What?
Pet peeve. Let's talk about peeves. My pet peeve. I know this is not the We May Be Drunk podcast,
kinda,
but
yeah.
peeve of mine is things that these new generation says and they pretend like they thought of it. They just
Yeah,
change
oh,
the
God,
name.
yeah.
Like there's vegan, there's vegetarian.
Yeah.
It's been like plant based.
Right.
Yeah, you're fucking vegan. Yeah, you didn't create vegan. You
Right.
creed a new word.
But a lot of
Locally
generations-
sourced drives me
yeah,
nuts.
yeah,
when people
yeah,
say it's
yeah.
locally sourced. Oh, you mean they got it from a fucking farm? It's around here.
Farm to table.
It's from a farm. We say farm. All right, farm to table.
Yeah.
What's another one? Locally sourced. That one drove me nuts.
fair trade. I don't know.
What do they call the housing?
Oh yeah, unhoused.
Unhoused.
Oh yeah, unhoused. So as opposed to homeless.
Unhoused is one.
Yeah,
It's a spam call.
it does. Like I
I'm
said
on the podcast.
Alex got a bill collector calling him right now.
Yeah. Yo, you watched you what? You gonna do it? You gonna do it?
No, I'm not gonna.
You
pick up a spam call.
we talked about we were talking. Did you finish watch Funny AF?
No, I still didn't get to finish watching it, bro.
Finding what?
Funny
Funny
AF.
AF. Kevin Hart's Funny AF.
When I watch it, I'm gonna watch it again and then write notes because some of the stuff they were saying up to the point where I was watching it, I was like, I feel like I'm validated with some of the thoughts. But then some of the things they were saying, I was like, oh, I gotta write this down. It makes perfect sense.
You know what? Recently, I've been getting this dream. I think it happened like maybe 3 or 4 times. I'm on stage, and I am struggling with an audience. Right? I'm fighting, but I'm not giving up. I'm trying my best to like barely hang in there with the audience, but I never get to finish because I always wake up out the dream. It happened like 4 times so far.
Dave, I think this is the last show we were on together. I don't think this was a dream. This is the last. This is the last show we were on.
What show was
It
that?
wasn't a dream. No, I'm just kidding.
What show we were on?
No, we weren't on a show lately. I get that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm struggling, but you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm not, because I hear a lot of comics, like, there's a lot of comics that, like, headline shows. Like, if you go someplace, right, you're a headliner, right? And you go to, like, a city or a town or a country that you're not from, and you get local guys go in front of you, and they rip it up. Then you come on, and you go on with your normal whatever, and people are like, nah. Because, like, this guy, I forgot the name of this comic, man. He's from Zimbabwe, right? And he went to Jamaica. He was headlining a show in Jamaica. So a bunch of local Jamaican comics been on before him, killed. And he come on with his style, yo, mother effer, whatever. Because Island people are pretty conservative as far as that's concerned in terms of how you
You
greet
think he
people
didn't
there.
read the local room though?
Yeah,
That sounds
he
like.
didn't. Yeah, he did.
Like if you're going to the Bible Belt to do comedy, you're gonna start
Yeah.
cursing. Like, say, like I wouldn't do that as a white guy. You know where you
Anybody,
are.
you shouldn't do that.
Anybody,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Do you
It
think,
just sounds like they just kind of like
Yeah.
pull back because
Yeah.
it
Or
was.
they just figure that, hey, man, I'm going to this island, so whatever we do, they're going to be, oh, this is not 1980.
do you think he did too much of his own personal experiences that were based for his area instead of trying
I don't know,
to
but, to be quite honest, and I was watching this on the podcast, and he didn't, shout out to 154 podcast, it's really dope. He said he didn't read, and he didn't get the local references, and he didn't do it, but
You got to do some research before
Right.
you do a show.
But the next time he did, and he's like, oh, he started talking about church. Then he got him
There
in.
you go. So like that's this. You do shows, right? When you
Yeah.
do a show at a town that's not your town, you ever? David's got a thing. He always does a funny thing. It doesn't really require research. David will like. I don't want to give it away, but it's funny as shit. But you do. But like, do you like look at the town and make a couple jokes about it?
I try to figure out a reference so I can make a joke seem adaptable to the area.
I haven't done it in a while.
You know that comedian Josh Kincaid? You met him?
No, I haven't met him.
He opens for Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
He's a buddy of mine. He was on this podcast. Dave knows
in
him.
the early day.
We know him. He told me once, like when I was like 2 years in, he's like, "Oh yeah, when you go to like I did like a show with him. I'll tell you, 2 years in, 3 years in,
Yeah.
and he goes, maybe even less than 2 years, and I was like a rookie, you know, and he goes, we were like in like West Haverstraw, and I'm like telling him about like a joke I was going to make about West. He goes, hey, do it. Any joke about the town, like they'll like, because he's toured with Nick all over the country.
Yeah.
He's like, any joke about the town, they love it. They eat that up. Even if it's remotely good, because they feel like you're talking about them, like you're connecting with them, you know?
I think I did it for I did it at Next Stop for a show up in Vermont. No, was it Vermont or Massachusetts? It was a brewery up in, because when me and another comic went up there, she's a headliner, and we were like, where the fuck are we going? It was dark, there was no lights. We were driving down this road, and like there was no lights. Once we got to the park, all of a sudden there was some lights. So then once we got on, and we said, yeah, we thought we were gonna get fucking lynched out here. It was like it's dark as hell until we got to the brewery. Like, what the fuck's going on? But they were eating it up because they,
Yeah,
it
man,
was just,
they love it.
Yeah.
We're in Vermont.
He sounded country for me. He's like, Wicker down the road. Man, there's no lights.
There's a place called Kichi, or
What town in Vermont?
That's the name of the town.
Peachy?
Kichi.
Okay.
Kichi?
And then she made a joke calling it Coochie because that's what it looks like, but it with a Q. It's
Oh, okay.
Kichi.
Oh,
Kichi,
right.
okay.
Vermont is the second least populated state in America. Did you know that?
Next to what, Rhode Island?
No. It's
Delaware?
like Wyoming is number one.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sparsely populated, like there's nothing there.
Let me ask, where do you like doing comedy the most? That's fun.
I mean, I've only really done comedy. I've done comedy all over the country, but just a few states, you know.
yeah.
Still not a touring comic, but where do I? When you say where, you mean what town? What city?
Yeah, town. Yeah.
Or like state?
Yeah. Either no town. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know, but upstate New York rocks, man.
Yeah.
Jersey rocks.
Yeah.
I think Connecticut is a little uptight. Can be.
It depends where you go.
Yeah.
but
Depends where you go.
I think you might.
But I would say like Jersey crowds never disappoint. They're always good.
They're there for it, right?
And upstate New York also doesn't really disappoint. They're pretty good. They're there
No.
to laugh.
No,
How
I
about
haven't done shows.
Not counting Westchester.
I
This
haven't
place
done,
sucks.
I haven't done
It does.
I haven't done shows all over, but I've done mics
yeah.
in different states,
Uh-huh.
right? And actually including Toronto. I've done open mic in Toronto.
I was always curious how it is up there.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you this, it was years ago, but maybe 2018 or 19. Anyway, I went to this open mic in Toronto. That's what I had just changed my handle. And I was like, hey, all right, I'm gonna go by Black Rock Dave. Hey, Black Rock Dave, Black Rock Dave. So it was a young girl there, and she was like, say, hey, how you doing? I said, yeah. She said, what's your name? I said, Black Rock Dave. She goes, no, what's your real name? I said, my name's David. But you could, when you bring me up as Black Rock Dave. She goes, no, I'll bring you up as David. I was like,
Why
what
did
do
she even
you?
ask you?
I was like, what do you? I said,
Hold on a second. Whoa. Was this girl white?
yeah.
She was Canadian. She was
And
Canadian.
she brought me
Gotcha.
up. She
That
brought
was a
me up.
Chinese accent he was doing.
She brought me up. She's like, yeah, welcome to David Beckles. I was like, and when I got up, I was like, I told her, bring me up as Black Rock Dave. She act as though,
No.
I was like, she act as though I said, bring me up as fried chicken, watermelon eating Dave. You know what I
Too
mean?
many vowels.
I was like, well,
Really?
she's like, yeah, I don't know. First, this is what she said, verbatim. I'm not comfortable with, I'm like, what is wrong?
Yeah.
You gave her too much work. Black Rock.
But I've done the mics Tennessee, Texas, Detroit.
you know
What's your favorite outside of the tri-state area?
I don't did enough to
Cleveland is phenomenal.
Really?
Dude, Cleveland. Like, once you go to the Midwest, I just met a touring comic. He told me, like, Idaho, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like, anywhere, like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's
And if-
awesome. They want to laugh at
They
everything.
want to,
The richer the zip code, the worse. And I joked about Westchester. I'm not going to take that back. Westchester is partially terrible for comedy. There's way too many rich. Dude, I'm not going to say what town. 'Cause I want you to have me back on the show. But like really
Rhymes
rich
with?
zip codes, oof, brutally
Rhymes
bad.
Yeah.
I done a show where everybody in the room was either a doctor or a lawyer or something like rich,
Yeah.
and somebody who's making like well off, and yeah, terrible.
Yeah, but hey, who in the crowd here has a 401k? Everybody goes like this.
I did.
Like,
I did.
never mind.
Want to see me? Want to see the rich guy sitting? Every Westchester show, when you know it's either doctor or him watching the comedy show.
Yeah. One cheek up at the seat, turning to the side, going. Technically,
What do you do? It's like this. And then me up there. What do you do for a living? Doctor.
yeah,
Trying to be humble, you know.
yeah.
Oh my God, I lose my mind. Lose my mind.
You know what? I did a show in a certain part of Greenwich. Same thing. I had a few guys. They're like observing you. They sit in the same way, and
They're
they're
like,
just
that's interesting. They're like overthinkers. They're
Yeah,
smart.
yeah,
so they're
yeah,
overthinking. Like it's
Worst thing
funny.
you can do is overthink the joke.
There's a fallacy. There's a flaw in his joke.
Yeah. Technically,
that really couldn't happen in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
But
what are you overthinking it for?
it's
You got to
a
be
joke,
absurd.
jackass.
Yeah, just have fun.
It's a joke.
You ever hear that Bill Burr thing when he goes to do comedy, and I think he went to Finland, and he said Switzerland was the worst, and then was Finland, and he said he heard them in the crowd like, oh, that is very interesting what you said about his father, because like they're breaking down the joke.
Yeah, Germans too.
What are you thinking about?
Alex's favorite audience is the
There's a
Germans.
silliness to it.
Alex loves performing for Germany.
Oh yeah, I bombed so bad one time in front of it was Austrians.
Oh, sorry, Austrians.
That's same thing, you know.
Austrians.
They smoke the
Brutal.
cigarettes like this.
No, they're really polite. They're really smiling, and you tell a joke and they just smile. And I just did a show with a Russian comedian, and
Oh yeah.
what's the guy's name? We
know,
just did a
from
show
right
together.
now.
Very funny guy, Max Rifkin or
Yeah,
something.
something,
You know
yeah.
the dude?
Yeah,
And he was telling me, like, he did a Russian show, his first Russian show in front of all Russians.
Yeah.
He's like, they were just like smiling.
Yeah.
Mediocre laughs. They all came up to him. We loved you. You were
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's like, they don't laugh. He's like, they don't laugh. They don't.
Listen.
It's not a laughing. They're enjoying it, but they're not laughing.
I did
You
it.
could have fooled me, right?
I went
know.
back. I was in Barbados in 2022. Shout out my boy Di Brown. We did a show together, right? Now Barbados is a place that I grew up. You know, I think it's my second time doing comedy there. Second show. A lot had happened the day before, including like a couple of days before we had a fire in the house and all kind of different. So I wasn't even in the right space, y'all. And I got up there and like the first joke I did, nothing. And you could see the audience sitting there looking at me like one of these. And I did a joke, and one guy did this, right? And all of a sudden, yo, I got cotton mouth, like, and my last joke saved it. The very last joke I did, because I did 20 minutes. My last joke I did saved it, and the same guy that was doing this went by and give me a. No, but I felt horrible because it was, and my boy had got it. Somebody sent him a note. He's like, "Yo, I felt like that guy. Somebody should have gave him a bottle of water. Felt like he was nervous." I was like, "Shit, yeah." He's like, his accent was great, but he was nervous. But I said that was not gonna happen again. So what I had to do, my boy said, he said, even though you're from here, you grew up here, you gotta still, ingratiate yourself to your audience.
Yeah,
So
man.
I said, you know what? That is absolutely correct. So the next show, I start talking about the stuff we had in common. We did. Everybody's like, yeah. Then I brought in the
Got him
other
on
stuff.
board.
Oh my God! Then it was.
You think
it
it's
was
like
smooth
it's
sailing.
like the same as I think as self-deprecating humor. If you're not going to be self-deprecating, ingratiate yourself with something.
Yeah.
Because like the self-deprecating tells people, what does it tell people? Like, hey, I'm not full of myself. Look,
Right.
I'm gonna shit on myself.
Right,
I'm
right.
cool. Like,
Right.
let's be buddies. You got to like treat an audience like a person you first meet, right? You don't meet somebody at first and be like, hey, what's up? What's up, chief? Like, wouldn't you be like, who's this dick? Right? You ever see people like that? Who are like, hey, what up, bro?
Yeah.
The first time you met him, you're like,
Yeah.
and then you go right away to be like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
He doesn't know me, right?
Yeah, and then they get mad and you don't laugh at
Or
their
you
jokes.
think that.
Yeah.
Or when you meet somebody and they're like, hey, what's up, man? And maybe after a couple of days, they're like cooler with you and they start to.
Right. I mean,
So
and
the
that's
audience is the same thing compressed into a few minutes.
I try to disarm myself with something about like if I'm bad about my weight, I try to make a joke about my weight right off the bat. It's like just some comics I say, hey, you should talk about this. They'll have really good jokes. I just throw it as a suggestion because some people don't like that shit. Some people don't like. They don't want to hear it. But like some people have certain looks and say you should do that joke first because it'll disarm the crowd from judging you because they're gonna think about that the whole time.
Yeah.
If you got
That's what you look like.
yeah.
Right. Always works.
But you know what? The United States of America have a particular style of stand-up comedy, right? And especially New York City has a particular style because it's, most of the time you get up is 5 minutes. And especially in the city, if you do a lot of mics on shows, you got to be bam, 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 bam. Because you don't get a lot of 20-minute spots unless you on a different level. But most of the time, hey, 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So you got to be bam, 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 bam. Just like
We get spoiled out here, right? We get spoiled.
Dan Madonia's spot. Because I did it Sunday in Brooklyn.
But isn't that true? We were talking about this, me and you, about like you hour outside of the city, you get spoiled. The spots are
Shout out to Julian's Comedy.
10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, you get more
30.
You need more laughs per minute in like the city. You gotta get more laughs with small time, so you gotta like crush.
The city audience is more discerning. They've seen a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
You gotta come out there with out here I've done like every show you do out in I'd say like not really Westchester, but even Westchester, you frequently do shows and half the crowd has never been to a comedy club before, or this is like their first show in 5 years. In the city, it's like they probably saw a show 2 weeks ago.
Right.
They know comedy.
Last week.
They're like,
Oh, yeah, last
you know what they call them? I've heard like other comedians call this like, with more experience than me, they say it's like a trained comedy crowd.
Yeah,
They really are.
So you got to give them something unique, or and that it has to be, yourself. You give them yourself. You learn how to you got to learn how to give an audience yourself because it's funny.
Yeah.
A Harlem crowd is different from a downtown crowd. You know what I mean? Downtown Manhattan crowd.
How about this playing? We went to play basketball in front of people who've watched 5 NBA games in the last month versus people who've never seen basketball, have seen it on TV once, right?
Yeah.
how different that experience would be.
You guys suck.
One would be laughing at us, and one would be like, "Oh, that's cool. These guys are good." You know, so that's kind of the.
But it does feel good after the
makes
show
sense.
for someone to come up to you and say, "Hey, man, great set. Oh, funny set. Good stuff." You know, that feels good. Never hurts.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You ever perform or right before you went up, this one guy's, oh, that guy sucked. Oh, that guy sucked.
Do I say it to somebody else?
No. Like some random person. Like maybe he's green, maybe he's a new comic or something like that. Maybe I don't know.
No, people are usually cool. They're never right. They don't do that.
I
They don't say like, or you know, like they'll say that
Or critical.
inadvertently. They come up to you, be like, "You get this," be like, "You're my favorite." You know, it
Yeah,
means
yeah,
like
yeah,
you were good. They weren't that good, but you were
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Or like that just means like they liked you the more. Maybe the other comics they don't like.
It's just fun.
You know.
Well, Alex is great at his compliments, bro. I've seen Alex compliment some people after some shit sex.
I'm bad at lying.
He
and
was like,
David-
he was like, great. I was like, you said that
Dude,
shit.
you
with a
could
straight
bomb, and
face.
if you come to me after your set, and be like, "How did I do?" I'd be like, "No, you know what? You're out there, you're trying."
I'd be in the back
Wasn't all
doing.
bad. It was
I'd be in
good.
the
It was
back
very
doing
good.
this.
Yeah, he was behind me when I said it to somebody, and I lied so bad though. I actually like went out of my way to be like, "No, you were really good. It was really good." And Dave's behind him. I just see Dave's head, like you know that TikTok thing with like Jesus. You know that one? That was Dave behind me. Like, what are you saying? Do not lie to him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I had a rough set, I know I had a rough set. Don't tell me it was great. I did a show with Charlotte Joe Pontillo, and it wasn't that great. And I was feeling it too. There was another comic. He's like, no, she's like, come on. She bought me a beer, right? And then after the show, this lady walked up to me. She's like, you were my favorite.
Dude, I did a hilariously bad set. I had some hilarious in this like show I was on. You might have been there. It was at the Sugar Hollow, and Dave Sheehan. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
We haven't had him on the show. He's great.
I love Dave.
He was at the show.
Mhm.
It wasn't it was an open mic. It was one of the last few before he canceled Sugar
Carmen's?
Hollow.
Or-
Yeah,
yeah.
Remember Sugar Hollow? And I went up there and I did just like a couple of minutes of horrifically racist stuff. I messed one punchline up so bad that the joke came off racist. And if you mess up a punchline, it'll come off not how the joke is intended. And messed up a couple other, and I had like one good one, really good one or two. And after the show, I'm like, how did I do up there? I think I actually said that to him, and he goes, well, hold on, what did he say? I gotta get it. Still makes me laugh. He goes, I mean, whatever was working for you, that came out good.
He is really
He basically
good.
said you bombed mostly, but what worked.
He's really good at use of word. I told him, I said, dude, I gotta learn to talk the way you talk. That you're pretty good at that.
You know, my first show ever was with him in a roast battle. That was my first ever comedy show.
Really?
It was a roast battle against Sean Barry,
Yeah, who won?
and I beat him.
Of course.
And then I moved on, and Sheehan was next,
Yeah.
Oh.
and just annihilated me. I was new.
Oh.
I had a couple of good ones on him. I had a couple of good zingers. It's just he was really. I was like in comedy 6 months, and he was doing comedy already at that point, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Was it New York, Connecticut? Where was
It
it?
was Lucy's before I went defunct,
Okay, yeah.
pre-COVID.
Did you see the Kevin Hart roast or no?
Yeah, I did see
The
that.
whole thing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it?
I saw the whole thing.
You did too?
I did. I thought it was better than the Tom Brady roast
Really?
in some ways.
Mm.
I liked it. No. Brady had some better.
I didn't watch.
Brady
the
was
Brady.
too long and had too much filler and crap in the middle.
I didn't watch.
That was a
the
little
Brady. I
like
didn't
not
watch
as
the Tom
long.
Brady
I don't
one.
like. You see the Brady? It was like 3.5
Yeah.
hours. Too much.
This Kevin Hart roast sparked a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
Oh, only from
yeah,
Chelsea
probably.
Handler for what she said, right?
I think she's more mad at Shane Gillis dropping the Epstein reference.
Epstein. There was like a slave joke or something, right?
It's a
That
George
he said
Floyd
she
joke
didn't like.
The bonsai joke.
from Tony Hinchcliffe. Surprise, surprise.
He just dropped the ad for. I guess he's got a special coming on Netflix.
So, but what did Nikki Glazer say when you watched Funny AF?
I didn't get to finish.
All right,
it
so
yet.
she had they had a roast episode. I'm not going to give it away.
Yeah, give it away.
It's all right. People were talking about it.
Oh,
but-
and then she sits down and gives advice to the comic, and she said and she's considered like the queen of roasting now after the Tom Brady, and she said like if you're not horrifically offensive and just like making everybody go, oh my god, you're not doing your job at a roast.
see,
That's the job point of a roast.
to reference what you were saying before about you did something and it came off more racist than
Yeah.
He actually said he didn't say more racist. He said because he missed the line, it made it seem racist.
So I I had did a roast
He's
battle,
an racist on the computer.
and I did a joke, and it was supposed to be
Only
about
on TikTok.
it was supposed to be about a dig at religion, and it came off sexist. And I was like, they were like, "Oh yeah, make sure you roast the person you're roasting. You're not talking about a whole." I was like, "Oh, okay." I lost.
Wait. I'm back up. They told you not to talk about the
One of
religion.
the judges at the time, respectfully, she said, "Oh, make sure you when you roast, make sure you roast the person that you're battling, not like a whole
group?
yeah." And I was
Oh,
like,
so like if somebody's Christian, make fun of him being Christian.
he was
not make
he
fun of
was
Christians,
yeah
let's
he was
say,
Muslim,
right?
and I was trying to make fun of, and it didn't come off the way I wanted to come off. I did a bad performance on my end, but
Okay.
And that's the thing with roast. But there's a clip with Patrice O'Neal roasting somebody, and he ended up roasting William Shatner, and he was so damn good.
oh, dude, I love that.
He was so damn
you
good
ever-
with stuff he was saying. But
It's a Patrice O'Neal roasting. What was it? Roast of William Shatner?
I think it was a roast.
It
of
had to be,
William Shatner.
yeah.
Had to be, right?
Yeah.
You ever see an old school one that pops around on YouTube and Bill Burr's in it with Patrice O'Neal? I believe it's it's either at the Stand, the old Stand,
Mm.
or Stand Up New York, or one of those, or it's at the old Boston Comedy Club, and it's a roast with people taking turns at Patrice and Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
goes, I'm not gonna say it, but shit that was that. Anyway, I think even it would be considered
right?
It would be considered like worse than what Chelsea Handler got mad at.
And
What he said
that's-
about like what the reference.
But
he
here's
made.
the funny thing.
So racist.
Steve
Now, that's the thing. Does that
Steve Byrne talked about when he's like I first performed when he was coming up. He was like, "Oh, it's Chelsea Handler in the audience," and then she said, "No, don't talk to me. Just go ahead and do your Asian jokes or something like that." Right.
Right.
Like back in it with Reese. So I happen to listen. A roast by nature is mean. It is not
the
like
point I was making is, you know why Bill Burr was able to say that really horrific thing, and it was hilarious to Patrice because they're like best friends.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's the thing that I was just listening to somebody's podcast, and they were saying like the thing with roasts is they're good, but they're different when like you're like, let's say me and you were roasting each other. It's more fun. We know each other. But like two people who don't know each other making stuff pretending to know each other, it's not the same. It doesn't hit the same
Nah.
way.
I
It
think
works better when you know those people are friends and they really are friends.
the thing about roast is what happened is that a commercial roast is another thing. Roast used to be enclosed,
Yeah, friends
right?
just digging on
Friends, and you had to be there. But now everything is out and it's publicized, and I think that's
each other. Open for more
'cause
criticism, right?
there's so much layers and levels to this thing, to the roast, to the jokes. I mean some of the jokes like I'm not gonna. I wouldn't, talk about anybody's dead husband or dead parent. That's just me. I don't necessarily find that shit funny, But I was like, oh, God. I watched it. And I was like, oh.
Wasn't there a thing at the Brady roast where like one of them came and whispered in Tony Hinchcliffe's ear, and it turned out like it was something like, "You better shut up, man," because he was pushing it too far.
Really? I
It
don't
was
know.
Brady. You never saw that?
No, I never saw
It's
that.
about Robert Kraft. Like, don't talk
No,
about
no.
Robert
It was
Kraft?
either about Kraft or about. No, I think it was Kraft or the dude that killed himself on
Aaron
the Patriots,
Hernandez?
Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, they got really. You ever see interviews of Gronk when they ask him about Aaron Hernandez and he doesn't want to be asked? His nice guy thing goes away, and you can see like the anger in his eye, like you better not talk about that again. Like, he had like a look like he was going to hit this reporter. Like,
Yeah, that
like, I
dude.
told you don't.
that
And he got
dude-
really real for a second, where you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
shit!"
he's massive too. He's
I
a
know.
big dude.
And
That's
he
a
had
big
this look on
boy.
his face, like, "You better." I asked you not to talk about that, and he got real,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Oh shit!" You ever see a comic like that get real?
Mm,
ever
I've
see-
seen. I've.
It's not good.
I've seen.
Bad, very bad for comedy.
I've seen two
It kills
comics.
the show
Yeah, I seen.
because we're supposed to be clowns up there.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
supposed
see
to
me
be
get
good
up there
time.
and all of a sudden be aggressive. You're like, "Oh, that's not this guy."
The very first time it wasn't
supposed to be
comedy.
just funny.
I was doing a play, and the people were warming up and saying some of the oddest things, and then they were going at each other, and I thought, okay, that's part of the art, I guess, but it was real, and I didn't know if it was real or not. It was just real that it was
What
going.
was this, a roast?
No, it wasn't a roast. It was rehearsal for a play. It was rehearsal for a play, and they started cussing each other out. I was like, okay, because one person just started warming up, mother effer, blah 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 blah. Next person just start, oh, you're a piece of shit, you're a clown. I was like, okay, that's part of the warm up, but no, it was real. I was like, this is really weird.
Oh yeah, you know the roast goes sideways when people just start saying, "Well," and just cursing at each other.
I was
There's no roast; they just cursing.
But it was this was a warm up for. And I was like, what is this? I'm like, do I really want to get involved with the arts? You know what I mean? It's
If you get a heckler in a crowd that involves in the middle of your set, just keeps every 10 seconds they respond to you. How would you handle it?
I've had to kind of just joke. Yeah, shut them up.
depends on it because you know what's the tricky thing about comedy? Okay, you could do a show and you get, let's say you're in the middle of the lineup, people are drinking or the opening, people are drinking. By the time they get to the headliner, they're slosh.
Yeah.
They interrupt like, yeah.
So Kevin Ludlow, if you're watching, you're David Farmy Stickle. That was some show, wasn't it? They remember that one.
What
was
if it's
at
the second comic on the lineup?
Dude, we were at the show at a brewery that they put together. A phenomenal show. And I did good, but I went up at the end when they were the most bombed. And every comic up until me just did worse and worse slowly. But when I went up, they got really, they wouldn't shut up. They were bombed, you know? Okay, that was a great show. And we all did great. And you could do great and have hecklers. And that's what this was, because everybody's bombed. You mean like bad hecklers who were actually like heckling you, like trying to
like they're trying to they want to give you they want to interact during, and you're trying to hit a punchline.
Oh, you got to make fun of like this is the interactive, you know.
That's why you got to be able.
You got to get creative and just have fun.
Yeah, you got to be able to be in the moment.
Yeah.
To put your material on pause, and just get. And again, that's something to be learned. You just going.
You ever see Tom Segura? I love that movie, dude. Watch when Tom Segura, Pete Lee, and Chad Daniels go around the world to go to Asia. Yeah. They get taken by the comedy club owner of Acme Comedy Club, I believe, somewhere in the Midwest.
San Francisco, something like that.
He's Chinese.
Yeah.
And he owns a comedy club, and he takes them to Asia. The specials, it came out like 10, 12 years ago.
That's on Prime. It was on Prime.
It was like still Fat Segura, you know?
Yeah.
And in it, they're in China, right? And they're like doing comedy there. And all of a sudden, Tom Segura sees a Spanish guy in the crowd, and he just starts talking to him
in Spanish?
In Spanish for like 2 minutes, and it's like 2 minutes into it, and everybody's like moaning. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is what it fucking feels like to be white in China. Just talk Chinese around me. Oh, you don't like it?" And he just keeps talking Spanish to the guy. Like, this is what it feels like for me. So you're fucking welcome. And he just keeps talking Spanish to the guy, having a normal conversation. Nobody understands. Like stuff like that. You gotta do that to the heckler. So you can do that to the heck. Why, you got problems with that?
No. So we had. We had a mic last week, and the second comic in, there was a table of 3, 2 girls and a guy. They're already drinking. Yeah. And they
wanted to interact.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, we thought it was gonna be just like who's the kid that does crowd work that got famous? I don't know why. Yeah, Matt. They was, "Oh, we want to be like Matt Rife." This dude just went in on him. He was like, "Yo, you're fat. You're a slut. You're what? You're." It was just like straight vulgarity, and everybody was just like, "What the fuck?"
That's not what Matt Rife would say. Tears coming down their eyes.
I'm sorry. I should have asked you guys. I shouldn't be swearing, right? You know.
Good. Well, you're not Al Felony.
We'll never be into the Al Felony episode. Terrence was up for he pulled an all-nighter editing out. He cursed like every other curse. Yeah, try not to overdo it, but we curse once in a while.
We got 13 minutes of podcast because everything had to be tough.
Yeah, it was 75% curse.
Yeah.
I'll
work on that.
But no, that roast man. People like that who watch what's his name, the good-looking dude, Rife. Yeah, and they think it's going to be like that. See what happens? It's exactly what we were talking about. They probably saw one show of Matt Rife and thought that's comedy. Yeah. Inexperienced crowd, right? Yeah. Or just drunk a-holes.
Yeah. You know? I think it was both.
And this thing, comedy is so delicate, man, because it has to be in the right environment. Because
I like outdoors in a park with a train passing by. No, nobody. Tim Beery? No, nothing. Let's do park outside with a train passing by. With
1 second, guys. 1
crowd of 80 people dispersed over a large 1 acre area.
Oh shit!
That's fun. It was fun, but comedy outside doesn't work. Yeah, controlled. It's gotta be controlled. Low ceiling is better, right?
I want everybody on my team. I try to be nice and I want everybody on my team, but maybe.
Wait, what does that mean? You want everybody on your team?
I want everybody to like me as a comic. Like in the crowd, I want the crowd to like me. I don't want to.
Got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, wow.
This thing flew. That's 55 minutes.
Yes.
We got 5
This was good, man.
Yeah.
We talk about comedy and stuff. What got you into comedy?
Was always a fan. Always wanted to try it. I took the writing class. It's funny. We had that convo one time. I went to the city,
You started with a class?
I took a writing class.
All right. Who?
Karen Bergreen. You ever know who Karen Bergreen?
So you took a writing, not a stand-up class.
Well, it was stand up,
Uh-huh.
but all it was honestly is if you ever thought about doing comedy, this class it was for Gotham.
Okay.
Right? Gotham. They talk to you for a few minutes. They tell you to write for 5 minutes, and then everybody takes turn performing.
Okay.
That never performed before. That's all they did for a few weeks, and then they put you on a show,
A bringer show, right?
a bringer show, and then you're on your own from there.
I mean, it helps the stage fright, right?
But I'm simplifying it very much, but it depends. All it is just, and I know you guys. I feel like maybe you guys agree with me. It's what you put into it, right? What you put into it is what you get out of it. You don't. If you half-ass it, you're not gonna get a great performance. You can't coast it.
Yeah. I'll never forget what like another dude. He was the host of the first open mic I ever attended at Lucy's, and then Bill Cannon. You had him on the show. He has a successful podcast, and he said to me, he's like, comedy's really hard to do half-assed. It's gonna kill you. It's really hard. I'll never forget the way he said it. I think he said something like, "This is a really hard thing to do." With like when you put little effort into it, because it just grinds slowly.
Yeah. You either
You
got
put a lot of effort into it. It
serious.
pays it back to you tenfold.
And these days, all of this is actually involved in comedy podcasts content. I was trying to get a video that I just shot today. I'll have to do it after the podcast is done. That's where we're at today. It's podcasting. It's content creating.
Right, my
and
OnlyFans
stand-up.
page.
Yeah,
Big Alex Comedy OnlyFans.
for feet.
I got feet. Yeah, feet.
I'm messing around.
He's
I do feet on my OnlyFans page. You know,
He got big feet. Big.
I open beer bottles with my toe. No, I'm just kidding.
his OnlyFans.
How about you guys?
Maybe.
We had that conversation.
What?
Yeah, when you started, you wanted to try
Speak
it.
up, man.
2004, right? You tried.
We
to
talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah,
we all
talked about it.
started.
Yeah, it was
we all started.
But it's something I wanted to do from the '90s.
Yeah.
You know,
I just never figured. Hey, man, I grew up in Barbados. Like,
How old are you?
It's not for me.
43. Well,
When-
40. Gonna be 43 this
how
year.
old were you when you started?
35.
35. So you're like me, kind of. I started 41. You started older. Did you want to start it when you were like a teenage kid, but didn't have the guts
In
to?
the 20. Yeah, in the 20s.
I was like
Early
that. See,
20s?
Yeah.
so I held that inside me for like, 10 years, 15 years until I tried acting. But really, I held it inside. I was scared.
Yeah.
You know? So I commend people who are like 17 and they're like, I'll go try an open mic.
Yeah. I
know,
First
right?
time it pops in their mind.
Listen,
They have so much
That's-
time to.
I
get
know.
good.
I wanted to do it, right? And I went to Boston Comedy Club. This was the year 2000, and Talent was hosting New Jack Night, and I watched dude after dude came up on stage and bomb, and then Talent would go in after, and I would be sitting there. My fingers would be so numb and just being so nervous for them, saying if it was me. And I think that scared me for another 40 years before I could get up on stage, yo. Where I was like, oh, I was sitting there watching, and he used to riff, you know who Talent is, right? You know, Talent,
Yeah, did he have a Heineken while he was doing it too?
yeah, you know that. It's just comedy, yeah.
Well, this has been a fun podcast. We got under 2 minutes.
Yeah. Would
You look like exactly somebody who come over to my house in a septic truck to like pump out your septic system.
That with greasy arms too and everything and
Like
the glove.
septic guy.
That smell like a new.
Come out with a big cigar.
There you
How you
go.
doing?
Or black and mild.
What shows you got? You got any shows coming up?
We got West Hartford. I got a July show. I just picked up a show in Ansonia, Connecticut. Next week, we got a show in August.
What date is that?
It's August 20.
August 20th? I'll be headlining, right? At the
We got the Velvet Sugar
Elbow Room.
Boys.
West Hartford?
August 22nd, West Hartford, Connecticut. We got Alice Kohler, Dave Beckles.
Junior.
We got Kara Mori, and I think we got one other comic and me on that lineup.
Okay, give him your handle real quick.
At Drew DRU_Mighty. I should just change it.
Nice. Awesome. I got a big, if you're watching this already came out. Come out to see me at Lewisboro Library. That's an awesome show. Usually 100 people. It's already almost sold out. Tickets are moving. And that's in Lewisboro at, what is that, North Salem. And then I'll be at June 13th, next Saturday, and Corey's Mike with a Julian's Bar.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm on the 27th.
In Millsboro or something, and then come at Rhino Comedy in Suffer in Rhino Comedy Club on the 20th. I'll be hosting.
Yeah.
And I got that's it for now. Talk about the next one.
We actually this Saturday we're doing something at a VS, at a Veterans in something in New
Yeah,
Rochelle.
for Big Pussy.
Yes, Big Pussy.
That story, the
Pussy, yeah.
private.
It's
It's not a
about
private event. It's like half
think
private and have public
I think
tickets.
so. Yeah.
He'll be doing a Q&A. Remember Big Pussy from?
Sopranos.
And I'm on a show with Joe Pontel on the 19th. I'm hosting on the 20th. Tim Derry. Following weekend, I got some more stuff. Yeah, I'm actually on Friends of Rhino coming up as well too.
Long Islanders are animals. Shout out to Joe Pontillo. Long Islanders are all animals. Go ahead. And
yeah, follow me at Black Rock Dave. Follow the podcast at
Big
Velvet
Alex
Sugar
Comedy,
Podcast.
Velvet Sugar.
Yep. And hey man, thanks for coming through, brother.
Thanks for doing it.
Let me come on again. Another episode.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Repeat guest. We haven't had a repeat guest yet. But, This has been episode 46 of the Velvet Sugar Podcast. Thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.